everyone, welcome back. This is Denise. And today I thought I would do some of these 9x9 inspired by the minis type paintings. And when I say that, these little minis I've been making for the reels that I'm doing on like 3x3 inch paper. And decided I'd go ahead. I've used up my whole pad of Honeymules, so those will be rolling out. And I thought, because I used that whole pad of Honeymule, that I would do a bunch of these with the Baohong. So I have taken the Academy paper, which is a 12x8 pad, and that 8.3 is basically 8 and a smidge over a quarter, so I'm gonna say 8 1/4 inches, because I have cut off the other side, the 12-inch side. I have trimmed this down to a 8 1/4 by 8 1/4 square. So it's not quite the 9x9 square that I had with the Honeymule paper, but I thought it'd be fun to experiment and play with the other paper. I like to kind of work my way through a whole pad of paper before I swap to the other paper, and that's what I've done. And now thought we would swap to the Holbein granulating watercolors, which are this collection. And I like it because all these watercolors are granulating in this collection. And I have just put those into a wood palette that I got off of Amazon. So I've tagged this palette in my Amazon shop under favorite supplies. And I have just put all those colors in here, and now I've got the tubes where I can fill them back up when I get to any color that I've used a lot of. And these are the color numbers and the swatch sheet that we created from those. So I'm kind of feeling like there was a piece I saw somewhere that was like a teal and that green gold, and I'm kind of feeling teal and green gold today. So I'm kind of thinking 521 and 524 in these granulating colors. Might look good, might not, who knows. And I've just gone through and activated those with a little bit of water from my spray bottle. And we'll just see what we can create today. So actually, maybe I'll try the bigger one. I've got my 1/2 inch and my 3/4 inch oval wash, which, you know, that's a great big difference in those two brush sizes. I almost wish there was another one in between that. So I need like the one in between that. Can we get on that, Princeton, please? And this paper is different than the Honeymule, but it's 100% cotton, so I really like using it. Somebody said that they thought maybe this paper wasn't necessarily sized, that may be unsized, and I can kind of maybe see that because it is different in feel and in texture a little bit. It's cold press. I like cold press papers. But it does feel different. And it soaks up the water pretty good, like when you're starting, so maybe a little more water as you're going. And I don't know if this is necessarily what I intended to create. I kind of needed some white space, but whatever. It is what it is. We've just, and I actually used 523 and 524 here. But yeah, I'm just going to come and maybe lace a little more color in here and just let that dry, and then we'll see what we're left with. Yeah, I'm thinking that. Let's just see. Let's let that dry, and then we will do some mark making on top of that. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we've kind of got that dry, and I'm thinking maybe Neocolor II pastel, and maybe I'm going to throw some little marks in here just because. Then I'm kind of thinking pencil. Maybe just throw some light, just kind of texture in here. Not quite sure where I want this to end up necessarily. But I do kind of want, like, I don't know, like maybe some good lines. That's pretty fun. I like that. And then I'm kind of thinking maybe a few over here, just drive These are just a graphite pencil. It's my Blackwing matte. And I'm pressing really hard, so it's super bold. And I'm a little like, which way should I go with the color-wise? Because if we look at the color wheel, we're kind of in this blue-green, and so like this orange-red is like opposite. And so a lot of times it's kind of fun to go opposite for contrast. And so I was kind of thinking maybe this, because if we're looking in this blue-green right over here, it's kind of in that opposite range, so, you know, for contrasting colors. So I'm kind of feeling like maybe yes. So do I want like big dots? Do I want like some shape? Or do I want like some lines? I mean, I already got the lines in there, so I'm kind of feeling like contrasting dots. Dots might not be your thing, but I like them. So whatever your thing is, definitely grab those. Favorite marks and stuff, and do those. Then I'm kind of thinking maybe some white little dots. That's kind of fun. And maybe I want some gold, or maybe I want some temper paint stick in this pretty teal. Just kind of coming in from the edge there. Then maybe I want some gold. This is my Kuretake Gold Mica ink in my fine line bottle. Ooh, I like that. And I'll apologize now for the sound, because I just looked up and realized that my speaker isn't plugged in. My little mic, which lives over here on my table tripod thing, it's just kind of hanging out here. So I apologize now if the sound is really funky in this video. I think I'm there with that. This is kind of where I wanted to be. I could even add like a little bit of like lovely acidic writing in here where it looks like it's writing, but you can't really tell what it says, and your mind can kind of make up what it thinks it says. And I like that, because then it could say anything that you're imagining. Just a little bit. I don't want too much. And then I think we're there. I think I'm there today. And again, I apologize for the sound. And this Bauhong paper works beautifully, usually, with my tape. So that's another reason why I really like it. Ooh, look at this. Oh my gosh, look at this. Such a good one. Oh my gosh, such a good one. And I was kind of doubting. I was like, am I going to like this one? Oh, so good. Oh my gosh, look at that. Super pretty. Alright, yay. Hope you had fun hanging out and painting with me today on this really quick, lovely project. And I'll see you guys next time.